Hi everybody, let's make a JavaFX application. I've loaded the Eclipse application, and I've also loaded a version 8 of the Java GRE. So I haven't done that, and you can kind of refer to the tutorial I posted. I thought I'd kind of walk through the process. Let's first start by making ourselves a new Java project. So I'm going to go ahead and click this and give it a place to go. So I'm going to set my location, and in this case I'm going to pick my Java Eclipse 8 folder, which is set up just for this. And in this case it wants to name the project after the folder, and I typically let that happen. I'm also picking the 1.8 version of Java, and I'll show you why here in a moment. Other versions will work. This one seems to be an easy way to get folks that are really kind of new into it to get things to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and hit finish just for the moment. And you'll see our Java Eclipse project over here under packages. And if you don't see it, you can go back and you can open the window and then search for it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and right click and select properties. And I'm going to go into my libraries path. So there's some things we can fix here. We're just going to try to keep this simple. So what I'm going to do is notice I've got my GRE system library for the 1.8 version that I'm using. And I'm going to go ahead and add a library. And I'm going to add a user library. And in this case, I kind of blanked everything out as if we're starting just from scratch. So I'm going to create a JavaFX library. So I'm going to go ahead to user libraries again and create a new library. So I'm going to call mine JavaFX. There we go. And hit OK. And that works out pretty well, but now I need to add some external jars. So as we're doing the reading, one of my quiz questions might be, what is a jar, what's it stand for, and what do they contain? However, just to get us started, let's go ahead and add a specific jar. And this one I'm looking for lives in my directory for Java. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through this kind of manually just to kind of get us the feel for how I came about this. So under my C drive, I have a programs directory, and then there's so I got different versions I've loaded. This is the version I'm interested in is version 1.8, and I'm going to go into my GRE subdirectory, and in it I'm going to find a library. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my library, and I'm looking for this particular library jar here. So IFXSWT. So I want to go ahead and click on that file and just hit open. And that'll go ahead and put that into my library. I'm just going to go ahead and save it, close it, finish it. And I should now see my new library here. And I can open it up and see that I've got that jar file stuck in there. So I'm going to go ahead and apply and close. And at that point, I need to do one more thing. I need to make a Java class file. So I'm going to go back and re-click on my project. And this time I'm going to click on class. So in it, I'm going to go ahead and put in a file name. So I'm just going to call mine Hello World. And what I'd like to do also is I would like to have a little practice main to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and click on public static main so I can just have a file to see when I get done. And I'm just going to go ahead and click finish. And that went and created my Hello World Java file. And there's my practice file. So what I did is took the time to make myself a little test file. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that real quick. And I'm just going to overwrite this file. So this is essentially a file we'd use as a first-time program. And I'm looking at here, and again, I see that Hello World, in my copy was uppercase. So I'm going to say, hey, go ahead and rechange it for me. So it made it match the file name. So it looks like we're good to go. So at that point, we should have everything ready to run. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on the little green button here, see what happens. And since we made a change, we're going to go ahead and let it save the program. And we're waiting. And sure enough, there we go. So this is kind of an easy way to get going in JavaFX. It's easy to install. Java Eclipse comes right off the website. You can go back and see the discussion entries for that. And I downloaded Java version 8 so I could get the JDKs to do my design. So that's how we get our program started. And with that, I'll let you all go. So I'll talk to you later. Have a good time, good luck, and keep me posted.